my wax and book friends. I'm Amber. If you're new, welcome. Welcome back if you're returning. I have a home fragrance video for you today. It is August Wax Melting Challenge that Patricia Gates puts together every month, and I'm going to share what wax that I'm going to melt with you. Today is August 1st. When I am recording this, but I know this video will go up a few days into August, but just know that I've already melted them by the time you've watched. So these are my plans for each day. So let's get into it. So for the first today, I melted for Swiss National Day. It says melted chocolate wax or a neutral scent. So I went chocolatey and did the Walt Disney World Signature Treats Fruit and Hazelnut Waffle Delight. So this does have a chocolate note in it, you know, hazelnut spread type of thing. To me, it smells more like white chocolate, but there is a chocolate note in it. So that's what I did for today. Then for the second, I'm planning on doing for Melt a Lake or River scent. I am doing Coastal Rain Cove. This smells more like lake rather than an ocean aquatic to me. And so I figured that one would work just fine. And I just realized I don't want to be taking these out now that I've gotten them organized. I got to remember to put them back in. For the third is Melt a Scent containing nuts. I did another Signature Treats scent and did the Glazed Almond Dreams, my favorite straight up nutty dessert scent. I do love it. And I wanted to melt it again because I have it in my club right now. I have been thinking about taking it out though. Because I have like 4 bars, something like that. So we'll see. If I'm still like head over heels for it, then I will keep it in my club. For the next prompt, for the fourth, melt a citrus you feel is underrated. That was hard because citrus is usually one that is a well-liked scent. But I feel like last month's lemon scent Limone Fresco wasn't completely well received by everybody, and so that's what I chose. So Limone Fresco, and you can still get this one on my website, which is always listed down below for you guys. It's madaboutmelts.scentsy.us. I really like this one. Not enough to club it because I'm very picky about citrus, but this is a very zesty lemon scent. And I think it's good. It's very strong. It leans slightly cleaner. There's a coolness to it that I feel like similar to lemon sorbet, which you can't get anymore. But I feel like I kind of get a coolness to this one too. It's a perfect summer lemon scent, I feel like. So for the fifth, warm something cotton or starts with the C. I didn't want to have to go digging around to see if I could find a cotton scent, so I came across this bar and I was like, it's double C's. We'll just do this one. So Cabin Cuddles. Was this from last year's Scents of the Season? I feel like it was. As you can tell, it was from Scents of the Season though, from the packaging. I feel it was like it was last year's. But this is a nice cabiny, woodsy, slightly cologne scent. It's not overwhelmingly cologne to my nose. So I was like, double C's, that one will work. After that, for the sixth, which is Root Beer Float Day, yay, melt a root beer or cream scent. So I don't have any root beer scents right now. So I went the cream route and did whipped frosting, the best frosting scent. I did end up taking it out of my club. It came out last year in a special, and I did fall in love with it. I'm just not someone that melts like straight up vanillas very often, and I'm not really a mixer either. So I'm like, yeah. So whipped frosting, I love it. And I'm gonna melt it and enjoy it for that day. But I did kick it out of my Scentsy club. Okay, after that, for the seventh is warm purple wax. I went with the purple and it matches my shirt, yay. The purple driftwood and jasmine, part of Bring Back My Bar. This one you can't get anymore. I think it was June's. I think this was in June's. If it's July's, then you can still get it. But if it's June's, you can't get it anymore. So I do really like it. I'm glad it came back. I'm glad I was able to get a couple bars of it again. It's very nice. It's not as overwhelming on cold. It's a little overwhelming to my nose, but when it's warming, it's a really nice summery floral mixed with driftwood. So it is very nice. Okay, for the next prompt, what do we have after that? For the 8th, that is select something that's seen better days. So for that one, I did this one because it's looking a little juicy. That is vanilla blackberry. So yeah, see, a little bit juicy. This came out, it was a scent of the month in, I think 2021 or 2022. I like it. A lot of people didn't like it though. Not enough to put it in a Scentsy Club. As you can see, I'm still working on my bars from then, so it's been a minute. But I do like it. I think it's a great transition from summer to fall type of scent. And it definitely has seen better days. So I was like, that one works. Let's do that one. For the 9th, which is National Book Lovers Day. Yay, yay. How perfect for me. This is Melt a Book or Cozy Scent. So I went with one of my favorites, Graduation, which is a suede booky, and it has apple in it type of scent. I think it's perfect. Perfect for the prompt. This is another one though, you guys, I've kind of been thinking about kicking out of my club, which is probably shocking to some of you. But I feel like this might be still an old pour because it's a lot lighter. I'm not getting as much from this bar. So my next shipment, if that one seems okay, then I'll keep it in. But if that one seems the same or it's not very strong, then I may kick it out. Dang it. It's such a good scent. I love it for here in my bedroom. It is just cozy and like perfect as a like a book-ish type of scent. FYI, you can get that one in the clearance. After I just was saying it might be still an old bar. I don't know if you want to pick it up, but if you are curious about it, you know, it is still there. Last time I checked, which was today. Then for the 10th, we have Melt Something Blueberry, Cherry, or Peach. So I went peach this time and did Petals and Peaches. This one you can get in the catalog. So on my website right now, such a pretty scent. It's so, so pretty. Amber, peach, and a soft floral. So this is a perfumey, pretty scent. And I love melting it in the spring. So it's a scent that makes me think of my husband and I's anniversary. So I love that one. After that, for the 11th, is Warm a Veggie or Herb Blend. How could I not choose Tomato Vine? Tomato Vine. This one I'm pretty sure came out in July. So this one is available still. And it smells like a tomato vine. It's what it smells like. So Tomato Vine works perfectly. For that, the next prompt is the 12th, which is Melt a Cactus or Desert Style Wax. So this one smells kind of deserty to me, and that is Highway Run, which was in a Bring Back My Bar a couple years ago. And it says it has eucalyptus bud and vetiver, which is like a dry grass type of thing. And so it just feels kind of deserty to me. It feels like there's peppery notes in it too. So I felt like that was a good choice for that prompt. For the next prompt on the, on the 13th, I almost skipped it, is Melt a Bedtime Scent. So for me, this is one of the ones I do love for here in my bedroom. Velvet Cashmere Woods, so good. So pretty. Reminds me quite a bit of Pacific Sandalwood, which hopefully in November's Bring Back My Bar voting, it'll be there to vote for. I'm crossing my fingers and toes and all the things so that we can finally vote it back. But this one is so nice. This one is really nice. And this one is one that is in the catalog. It's in the, I'm pretty sure it came back, right? Did it come back? Yes. So this one came back with the fall insert. So you can get it now. It's so pretty, highly recommend it. Not a super, super strong one, so I do recommend it for, you know, bedrooms, that sort of thing. The next prompt, and I'm sorry if you hear like a kerfuffle going on. My son is having his birthday party right now, and we have a lot of loud teenage boys. So if you hear anything, that's what that is. All right, for the next prompt on the 14th is melt a creamsicle scent. The only one that I had that was creamsicle-ish is Citrus Pop. This one I know you can't get anymore. I think it was in June's Bring Back My Bar. But this one is creamsicle-esque, even though the notes don't say anything about vanilla. I feel like there is a creaminess to this that leans a little creamsicle. So love the scent. I kind of kept kicking myself that I didn't put it in my club, so I could get a couple more, but that's okay. For the 15th, warmest scent with a name or note that is hard to pronounce. So I went with Falling Leaves because it has patchouli in it, and sometimes that can be kind of tricky for people when they're reading the word to know how to pronounce it. And I know you guys are shocked. I actually like this scent. This is one of the only scents with patchouli that I actually like. So Falling Leaves, you can't get this one, but it's clove and cinnamon and patchouli. And with the clove and cinnamon, I just feel like that balances out the patchouli really well, I guess, is the reason why I like it. So I picked Falling Leaves. The next prompt after that is the 16th, melt an apple scent. So I went with Apple Spice Season, which they did get rid of. So it didn't come back with the fall insert. This is a nice scent, but they put in instead Apple Harvest Dreams, I think it is called. Yeah, Apple Harvest Dreams. I think that's what that says. Sorry, I didn't get my glasses. So, but anyway, this is nice. I had one cube left, so I was like, I'll melt that one. For the next prompt after that, on the 17th, it says Mix It Monday, melt any scent with a vanilla wax. So I'm not one, honestly, that has like a lot of straight up vanilla scents. And so I was like, what can I do with a mix? Because I don't have like simply vanilla or vanilla cream or very vanilla or, you know, vanilla bean buttercream. I don't really, as I said earlier, with the whipped frosting, have that sort of thing. And so I went with one of the only like stronger vanilla scents that I have and did vanilla bourbon, which I adore. This is a fall vanilla. And I was like, you know what? I think that would be really good with Harvest Festival, the Gilmore Girls scent. And so when I smelled them together, yeah, I think they'll be really nice. So that's what I chose to do. So Harvest Festival and vanilla bourbon. Then after that one, for the 18th, warm something that will disguise food or odors. So something is strong is what I was thinking. And this one I just got from clearance a couple weeks ago, and that is Poppy Fields. This one is a strong one. This is a very strong one. Poppy Rose scent. And I like it. I'm not going to go out of my way to purchase more. It is still in clearance as far as I know. Very nice spring floral, but you for sure have to like rose to like this one. But if you do, I highly recommend it because it is a strong one. So Poppy Fields for something that disguises food odors. Then for the 19th is what we're on next. Melt something with blackberry. I went with one of my favorites and did Jam and Jubilee. Oh, it's a mixed berry jam. You can't get this one unless it pops up in a special. But it's, for me, primarily a blackberry raspberry type of jammy scent, and it's such a good one. So strong. And it comes alive. That's one of those that kind of come alive when they're warming. Compared to on cold, it feels like it blooms, in my opinion. All right, for the next one, for the 20th, pick a peridot colored wax. So pretty peridot right there, did Shire Sunrise. This one is in my club. And spoilers, some Lord of the Rings stuff is coming back, so you will be able to get the scent if you've never experienced it. It is just an outdoorsy, like gardeny type of scent mixed to my nose with a toasted marshmallow. That's not in the notes, but I swear I get a toasted marshmallow note in it, and I love it. I love that scent so much. And it worked for the prompt. After that, for the 21st, melt a pear scent. How could I not choose this one? My all-time favorite autumn scent, Autumn Road Trip. So this is pear and apple and oak, and you can get this right now. It's amazing, fresh pear, and you pick out the pear. A lot of times, I know I have mentioned this before, but for my nose anyway, if pear is mixed with apple, a lot of times I won't pick out the pear. I get the pear in this. And it's so good. Fresh pear, fresh apple, and just a little bit of wood. And it's so nice. So I do highly recommend that scent. On the 22nd is melt a scent you crave when the weather is warm. For that one, I did a club scent for me, and that is blue agave and melon. This was part of the summer collection of 2020. And then it was in the catalog for a minute. I don't know if it was 1 or 2 years, but I love it. It's so good. It's a melon that I do like with home fragrance. I know it's like honeydew melon, kiwi, and agave. I don't know. It's so good, so summery. Unfortunately, that is not one that you can get your hands on unless it's in your club. But as I've said in past videos, always keep track of ones that sound good to you, because even if you can't get them right now, they could come back, like in clearance or in specials or for voting with Bring Back My Bar voting. And then that way you know if it's one that you're really wanting. So I do highly recommend that scent. So good. All right, we're moving on to the 23rd, warmest sunset colored wax. So I decided to do, wait, did I mix? Oh yeah, no, I didn't miss one. I'm jumping ahead on accident. Beautiful purpley reddish orangey color, deep sunset color. And this is Very Good Pumpkin. So yeah, that one is very good. Not my favorite, but I will enjoy it. Then for the next one on the 24th, it says antsy for fall, melt a pumpkin for yes, or coconut for no. I am antsy for fall. And so I am doing pumpkin marshmallow. This was part of one of the vault promotions in club. And I do really like it. This is one of those controversial scents in regards to pumpkin, but I like that one. I think it's good. After that one, on the 25th, melt a grass or nature scent. So I went with Morning Herb Garden, which was March. Was it March? In the March edit. I feel like it was March. So it is herby. It might have been April. I don't know. It was one of those ones. It came with it was during the cute little strawberry warmer bowl warmer. So cute, so cute. All right, moving on to the next one, which is the 26th, off to college, melt a scent you'd gift them. So I went with something that I know it has mass appeal and did happy birthday. I know so many people love this one. So I was like, I feel like this would be a good one to gift to someone when they're going off to college. And that way they don't have to worry about roommates not liking the scent, that sort of thing. Hopefully. Then the 27th is rock, paper, scissors day. Melt something that starts with an R, P, or S. So I did a double P again, pomegranate and poppy. This was part of one of those collections. Might have been Valentine's, I don't know. but it's nice. It's a fine scent. And let me see if I can read the notes. It's a poppy one. Not as strong as Poppy Fields though. Yeah, I can't even see. A rhubarb. That's right. This one has rhubarb. Rhubarb, poppy, and sweet berries. So yeah, it's a nice spring, fruity, floral. After that one, let's see. Warm something woodsy for the 28th. I went with vanilla oak. This is a woodsy scent. It's on the cologne side. See, this one smells like it has patchouli in it to me too. I can't remember if it does, but this one is one that I'm honestly not really a fan of. I know there are a lot of people that do enjoy vanilla oak. I'm not one of them, but it's a good excuse to use some of it. That's why, one of the reasons why I enjoy doing the melting challenge is so I can use up some ones that are just like hanging around. The next one, we're moving on. The 29th, everything nice, warm, a sugar or spice fragrance. So I went both and did Goody Goody Gumdrop because you have sugar and you have spice in this. And this is a broken clam, but yeah, it smells like a gumdrop. It's yummy. For the next prompt, we're almost done. The 30th, warm sunflower scent or a sunflower colored wax. So I went scent and technically color as well. Scarlet sunflower. I think these are my final 2 cubes. I'm so sad. Such a good, this is my favorite sunflower of the ones that have come out recently. It's so good. It has an apple note, which I think is why probably it's my favorite, since I love apples. So I'm sad that those are my final 2 cubes, and hopefully eventually it'll come around again. Alrighty, last prompt is on the 31st, melt your favorite summer to fall transition scent. So how could I not do this one? Because I do feel like it is a great transition, and that is Johnny Appleseed. So this is perfect for late summer into fall, early fall. And I had 1 cube, so I was like, yeah, that's the one I'm gonna use. So Johnny, dear Johnny, I had to choose. So that's it, you guys. That's everything that I'm planning on melting for the month of August. And once again, this was a fun thing to do. I just really enjoy doing the melting challenges. So are you ready for fall scents? Have you snagged any of the fall scents that are now available? Let me know down in the comments. I'm so ready for the Harvest collection and the Halloween edit, as I've mentioned before. I'm very much ready for them, but I'm very seasonal in my melting, which is another reason why I love the challenge, because I can melt out of season scents. Of course, this is just me putting rules on myself. That doesn't mean you can't, obviously. But I don't start officially melting fall until September. And so I like getting a little bit of a preview with the wax melting challenge. So I appreciate all of you guys and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, take care. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.